Resuming from Harinavamritabhashanam, Karaka Prakaranam, Sutra
Uh,
7,
are you recording?
yeah,
Okay.
Sutra 712, Sambhavanarth Dhatu Papade, Yad iti yasya prayoge tu tad vidhi reva. What was the previous one? Hmm. So the sutra says, vidhi pratyaya is applied after dhatu when a cause and its effect are understood, and there is another word which is a verb expressing sambhavana. Akalki pratyaya can also be applied in the same meaning as the vidhi pratyaya. But if there is usage of the word yat, then only the vidhi pratyaya can be applied. When, however, there is non-accomplishment of the action, kriya nishpatta, right? And ajita pratyaya is applied in the same meaning as the vidhi pratyaya. So, for example, sambhavayami or avakalpayami bhavan vrindavanam chet gachet krishna pashyat. I'm sure that if you go to Vrindavana, you will see Krishna. Sambhavayami. Or Sambhavayami Bhavan Vrindavanam Chet Gamishyati. So either Vidhi or Kalki. Krishnam Drakshyati. I'm sure that if you go to Vrindavan, you will see Krishna. But when there is usage of the word Yat, we only get Sambhavayami. Yat Bhavan Yat. So the word Yat is used here. Yat Bhavan Mathuram Gachet Krishna Pashyate. I'm sure that if you go to Vrindavana, you will see Krishna. When there is non-accomplishment of the action, we get Sambhavayami Bhavan Mathuram Agamishyat. Krishnam Adrakshyat. I'm sure that if you would go to Vrindavana, uh, you would see Krishna. One should understand that the Ajita Pratyaya is similarly used in the upcoming examples also. So yeah, Ajita is used in non-accomplishment of the action. Kriyati Nishpatta. Sutra 713. Badhartho tapyor yoge vidhi shakti sambhavane chalang shabda prayoge tata. Avidhi pratyaya is applied after dhatu when there is connection with uta or api, which have the meaning of badham. So avidhi pratyaya is applied after dhatu when there is connection with uta or api, um, which have the meaning of badham. Badham means certainly, definitely. Avidhi pratyaya is also applied after dhatu when there is assumption about someone's ability, shakti sambhavane, provided the word alam is not used. So, for example, uh, the example of the first part of the sutra is Uta kripayet Krishna. Definitely Krishna will be merciful. So here Vidhi Pratyaya is used. Kripayet. Api kripayet Krishna. Definitely Krishna will be merciful. An example of the second part, um, when there is assumption, Shakti Sambhavane, of someone's ability, is Api Krishnam Vasham Puryat. I'm sure he will subjugate Krishna. So, but a Vidhi Pratyaya cannot be applied in Alam Krishnam Vashi Karishyati. I'm sure he will subjugate Krishna. So here alam word is used. So right, vidhi pratyaya is not used. Rather, only a kalki pratyaya is applied in accordance with the adhikara. So api Krishnam vasham kuryat means Krishnam vashikartam kartum samartha. इच्छार्थ धातु सत्वे विधि निमंत्रणामंत्रणाधिष्टि प्रश्न प्रार्थनेषु च विधि विधातारौ. अविधि प्रत्यय or vidhata pratyaya is applied after a dhatu when there is another word which is a verb expressing ichha. So avidhi pratyaya or vidhata pratyaya is applied after dhatu when there is another word which is a verb expressing ichha. Avidhi pratyaya or avidhata pratyaya is also applied after dhatu in the senses of vidhi, nimantrana, amantrana, adhishti, samprashna, or prarthana. So examples are Ichhami Krishnam Pashyayam. I wish uh, that I may see Krishna. So, like two verbs are used. One is Ichhami and another is Pashyayam. Right. So when there is a verb expressing Ichha, like another verb, so one verb takes Vidhi or Vidhata Pratyaya. Or Ichhami Krishnam Pashyani. Vidhi means Ajnata Jnapana, making known that which was unknown, instructing, and Preshana, command. Furthermore, there are two more kinds of Vidhi: Drishtartha, where the goal is within sight, and Adrishtartha, where the goal is not within sight. Examples are Svrittim Kuryat, one should perform his own duty. Okay. Uh, and Krishnam Bhajet, he must worship Krishna. Nimantrana means Niyog Karana, doing out of obligation. So, for example, Iha, Unjitha Vaishnava. I invite you to dine here, O Vaishnava. So, Nimantrana. Amantrana means Kamachara Karana, doing according to one's own will. Hmm. For example, Ihasi Thaha. You may sit here if you like. My Guruji would often say, we, we should like extend Amantrana instead of Nimantrana. Um, like to the devotees especially. Uh, yeah, so Amantrana is more, mm, how to say, we're not obliging them. So doing according to one. So yeah, you may sit here if you like.
So if we're using the same kind of pratyaya in Sanskrit, then how is it distinguished that we're doing nimantrana versus amantrana? Do we have to use some more words or something?
No, it's just the desire of the speaker,
Okay.
right? Adhishti means satkara purvika vyaparana, inspiring someone to act by showing respect and treaty. So, for example, Guru Maam Krishnam Upadishe, oh Guru, please teach me about Krishna. Maam Krishnam Upadishe. Why is it Upadishe? Upadishe. Oh, Upadishe is because it's in Madhyama Purusha, second person. Upadishe. Yati Yata means yas, like Bhave, so Upadishe. Hmm. Some Prashna means Anugya Pratna, asking for an order. For example, Kim Gita Adhiya Shri Bhagavatam Va Hiya. Should I study the Gita or the Bhagavatam? So Adhiya. Example of Pratna is Labheya Haribhaktin. May I attain devotion for Hari. Similarly, we get Swabrittim Karotu. One should perform his own duty and so on. The word, yeah. Mhm. Okay, here regarding Niyog Karana, the idea is that Nimantrana means doing out of obligation because of fear of the faults of adharma, religion, lokaninda, defamation, and so on. But generally, by what is that? By convention, Nimantrana is limited to when there is feeding. Regarding Kamachara Karanam, the idea is that Amantrana means doing out of one's free will and not against one's will, because there would be no fault in not doing the activity. Right. This is how Amantrana is different than Nimantrana. One should understand that these two kinds of doing belong to the person who is invited, because it is he who partakes of the result of eating. Yeah, it should be distinguished that these two kinds of doing do not belong to the person who is inviting. Yeah, this belongs to the person who is invited. प्रैषाति सर्ग प्राप्त कालत्वेषु विधातरे विष्णुकृत्यौ. A vidhata pratyaya or a Vishnukritya. Vishnukritya will come ahead in the Kridanta, I believe. Yeah. So a vidhata pratyaya or a Vishnukritya is applied after dhatu in the senses of praisha, atisarga, or prapta kalatva. What are they? Praisha here just means prerana, command. So what was vidhata or Vishnukritya? Okay. So vidhata, either used in the sense of praisha, prerana. Atisarga means kamachara, abhyanugnya, permission to do as one likes. Examples are Krishnam, bhajatvam, worship Krishna. This is a command, a prerana, praisha. So, Tvam Krishnam bhaja. Kamam bhaja Tvam Krishnam. You may worship Krishna as you desire. So, this is Atisarga. An example of Praptakalatva, being one whose time has arrived, is Krishnam bhaja, which means Krishnam bhaktau kalas te praptaha. It's time for you to worship Krishna. Similarly, in all three senses, we get Krishna bhajaniyaha. This is the Kridanta, the Vishnu Kritya, and so on when a Vishnu Kritya is applied. The Vidhata Pratyaya is mentioned again here so that it may be applied in the sense of Prapta Kalatva. Arha Shakti or Vidhi, Vishnu Kritya, Trilaha. Either Vidhi, Vishnu Kritya, or Tril. Tril is again Kridanta Pratyaya and Vishnu Krityas, of course. So Vidhi, Vishnu Kritya, or Tril is applied after Dhatu. When the Karta
So
is
I'm
being
sorry. So the Atisarga, when we need to do the Vidhata, is just the same as the Amantrana when we need to do the Vidhi. Is that right?
no. Atisarga is not an order. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Atisarga is just, I mean, like Prerana is a command mm, which may oblige someone to do an act. But Atisarga is like a suggestion in simple words, which I understand.
right. But the Amantrana was also a suggestion. But in
Mm,
the Amantrana, we use the Vidhi, and here we are using the Vidhata. So, I'm
yeah.
trying to understand the difference.
Amantrana is, of course, different from Atisarga. Um, we can't say Amantrana is a suggestion.
Okay.
It's an invitation. We're kind of inviting or kindly asking someone to accept our offering or come to our home, whatever. And this is just a
Okay.
simple suggestion. Okay, you can worship Krishna if you like.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
a
a
suggestion.
request.
Yeah, a request, a suggestion that if you like, you can come. If you like, you can come,
Okay.
or you can
Okay.
worship
Thank you.
Krishna. So Arha Shakti or Vidhi Vishnu. So when either Vidhi Vishnu Kritya or Thrill is applied after Dhatu when the Kartas being fit or being capable is understood. Krishna Rukmini Udvahet. So Krishna is fit to marry Rukmini. So that's why Udvahet Vidhi is used. And so on. Krishna Rukmini Haret. Krishna is able to take away Rukmini. So again Vidhi. That's because Krishna is capable of mm, yeah, taking away Rukmini. Due to the words and so on, we also get Krishnena Udvodhavya Rukmini. So this is the Vishnu Kritya Prayoga. So Krishnena Udvahaniya Rukmini. Krishna Rukmini Udvodha. So this Udvodha is the Trill Prayoga. Trill. Krishnena Hartavya Rukmini, Krishnena Haraniya Rukmini, or Krishno Rukmini Harta. This Harta is also Trill Prayoga. So many usages. Krishna Rukmini Harta. Actually, you were right because here the comment says Praisha was covered by the meaning of Preshana, Atisarga was covered by the meaning of Amantrana. So you were right. That's Atisarga and Amantrana, they are um, same. And that's why even in the Vritti it said this sutra is specially made for the third point, which is Prapta Kalatva. Otherwise, Praisha and Atisarga were covered previously also by different names. So this is specially made for Prapta Kalatva. Ashishi Kamapala Vidhatarav. A Kamapala Pratyaya or a Vidhata Pratyaya is applied after Dhatu when Ashish is understood. Mm, Ashish, wish for blessing. For example, Krishna Kalyanam Kriyat. So this is Kamapala. May Krishna create auspiciousness. Krishna Kalyanam Karotu or Krishna Kalyanam Kuruta. So either Kamapala or Vidhata. It is a wish to obtain a desired object that is of yet unobtained. Hmm. Canto 1, Chapter 9. Let's see which text. 30 something, 32. We did this one, 30th. I believe 31, right?
Yeah, I think so.
No. 31 also we did, Janardhan. Okay, Bhishmadev is supposed to be speaking now. So he's speaking to Lord Krishna. Shri Bhishma Vacha, text 32. Iti matirupakalpita drishna bhagavati satvatapam bhave ni स्वसुखमुपगते क्वचित् विकर्तुं प्रकृतिमुपेयुषि यद् भवप्रभा श्रीभीष्म उवाच विभूम्नि विगतो भूमा यस्मात् तस्मिन् यम् अपेक्ष्यान् अपेक्ष्य अन्यत्र यम् अपेक्ष्य अन्यत्र महत्त्वं न अस्ति इत्यर्थः भूमा what is भूमा भूमा
Was there a typo?
yeah there was that apeksha विगतो भूमा यस्मात् तस्मिन् यमपेक्षमन्यत् कृष्ण स्वसुखं स्वस्वरूपभूतं परमानन्दमुपगते प्राप्तवती यत् यतः प्रकृते भवप्रभा सृष्टि परंपरा इट इज सृष्टि और सृष्टि सृष्टि परंपरा भवती ताम सृष्टि परंपरा भवती ताम प्रकृति मायां क्वचित कदाचित विहर्तुं क्रीडितुम् उपेयुषि स्वीकृतवती सात्वत पुंगवे यादव श्रेष्ठे भगवती श्री कृष्णेति नाना धर्मादि उपायैः मते मनः उपकल्पिता संपत्ति. Okay, so Bhishmadev is now glorifying Lord Krishna. So he is saying that his mind, his mati, is offered, surrendered unto the Lord Shri Krishna, Bhagavati Shri Krishna, uh, by different Nana Dharmadi Upay, by different means of various religions. So he's offering his mati, his intelligence, his mind mm, in Krishna, who is Yadav Shrestha, who is the best of the Yadavas, Satwat Bhagavi, who has accepted um, okay. So in order to perform his pastimes, Kreditum, who has accepted to appear in his own um, Prakriti by appearing in this Bhava Pravaha, in this Srishti, and who always remain in his own eternal bliss, which is born of himself. So Swasarup Bhudam Paramanandam Praptavati. And devoid of whom there is none superior to whom. Like Yam Apeksha Nitra Mahatvam Nasti. So apart from whom there is greatness nowhere to be found. Like Yam Apeksha Nitra Mahatvam Nasti. Iti Artha. This is the meaning. This Vigata Bhuma will have to see. Bhuma. Vigata means having gone or devoid of. Bhuma is uh, so yeah, this is the meaning. What is the translation? You can read the translation.
Bhishmadev said, "Let me now invest my thinking, feeling, and willing, which were so long engaged in different subjects and occupational duties, in the all-powerful Lord Shri Krishna. He is always self-satisfied, but sometimes, being the leader of the devotees, he enjoys transcendental pleasure by descending to the material world, although from him only the material world is created."
Hmm. Tribhuvana Kamalam Kamalavaranam Ravikara Gauravarambaram Tadhane Vapuralaka Pulavritan Namjam Vijaya Sakhe Gatirastu me Vatya. Tribhuvana Kamanam. Trilokyam Ekam Eva Yat Kamaniyam Manoharam. Tamalvarnam Tamalvat Neelaha Varnaha Yasya Tat Ravikaragouravarambaram Ravehi Prapta. Okay, Ravehi Pratah Kalina Kara Iva स्वतः इव गौरे पीते वरे निर्मले अम्बरे अस्मिन् तत् वरे kara. Kara means hand. Kara. Kar. Rabhe pratah. Kara means hand, right?
Yeah, usually.
Kara also means ray of light, sunbeam. That's also there. Okay. अलक कुलावृताननाब्जम अलक कुलैः उपरि आवृतम् आननाब्जम् यस्मिन् तत् अलक kulai. Kula means samoh, cluster, and alaka means lock of feathers. Yeah, curd, lock of feathers. वपुः शरीरं दधाने रतिं विजय सखि पार्थ सारथौ पार्थ सारथौ. It should be Sarathu, not two Ras, right? Yeah, one Ram. Shri Krishna. Me mama anavadya ahituki alavisanti rahitan ratihi asakti astu. So now Vishmadev is praying that let my attachment be invested in you, O my Lord, my rati, attachment, absorption. And how should that attachment be? That should be anavadya, ahituki, without any motive, without any cause, which means Phalabhisanti Rahita, no desire to attain any particular fruit or result. So, so let my mind be attached to you, or be in you, Sri Krishna, who is present in the form of Parth Sarathi, charioteer of Arjuna, who has appeared with the form, the Shariram, where his face, Anana, lotus like face, Anabjam, is covered, you know, on top by the locks of hairs, the curly hairs, and who is wearing um, yellow clothes, Gaur Pita Vastra, Pita Ambar, which are pure, clean, Nirmala, just like, and just like in the early morning, the sunbeam, the sun rays of the sun, so such, uh,
Can you point to where you are when you're saying this? Because I'm
okay,
trying to follow the Sanskrit at the same time.
yeah, like when I said Pratha Kalina, that's early morning,
Okay, okay, thank you.
so you can trace like that. Yeah, so just like the beam, the color of the sun rays in early morning, the similar colored clothes the Lord was wearing were pure, bright, clean, and Tamal Varnam, whose hue was blue, like Neela, here it says, so as just like Tamal trees color. It's not like literally blue. Like we have the mala tree in Krishna Balam Mandir here also. That's like a dark color, blue, blackish. So dark. And he is Trilokyamekame Vayatkamaniyam. He's beautiful. He's the only one who is to be wanted in the three planetary systems. Kamaniyam. He should be desired for. Yeah, that's the meaning. Text 34. युधिपुर गरजो विधूम्र विश्वक कचलुलित श्रम वार्यलंकृतास्ये मम निशित शरैर विद्यमान वचि विलसत् कवचेस्तु कृष्ण युधि. They should be युद्धि, not उद्धि. This one. युधि युद्धे तुरगरजो
Oh, yes.
विधूम्रे विधूम्र विश्वक कचलुलित रम वार्यलंकृतास्ये दुर्गाणां खुररजसा विधूम्राधूसरास्ते च ते विश्वं च इतस्ततः चरन्तः कचा कुन्तलास्तैर्लुलितं विकीर्णं श्रमभारी स्वेदबिन्दुरूपं तेन अलङ्कृत मास्यम् अन्नमस्य तस्मिन् मम मदीयैः निशितशरैः तीक्ष्णैर्वाणैर्विभिद्यमान त्वचि विभिद्यमाना क्षतविक्षता त्वक् यस् विभिद्यमाना क्षतविक्षता त्वक् यस्य तस्मिन् विलसत् कवचे शरैः एव विलसत् समुज्ज्वलीकृतं कवचं यस्य तस्मिन् शरैरेव विलसत् समुज्ज्वलीकृतं कवचं यस्य तस्मिन् कृष्ण आत्मा मम मनः अस्तु रमताम्. I think it should be Krishna. I mean, we undo the sandhi. Krishna Atma. Yeah, it is Krishna actually. Krishna. So Bhishma Dev is containing that my mind should be. So let my mind be attached in you, O Krishna. So um, who is wearing kavacha? What is kavacha? Like shield? What is a kavacha?
Armor?
Yeah, armor, right? Which is very splendid, yeah, bright and very like ready. How do you say? Like, it's brightening. Yeah, Villasar. Shining, glittering. Hmm. And whose skin, like twacha, is kshata vikshata. So whose skin is also affected, like cut somewhere, harmed by the arrows, which Bhishma Dev, released on Krishna. I mean, he released. So the arrows Bhishma Dev released, so they, you know, harmed the Lord here and there. So that was also looking very beautiful. Dikshnai Mani. And then uh, Lord Krishna's face was covered by the dust, Dhusra, which was raised. So when the horses, chariots, and the horses, so when they were the battlefield running, so by their khur, you know, what is khur? The hoof. So, so the so while the horses were there, so the dust was being raised, through that running, through the hooves. So by that dust that rested on everyone, including Lord Krishna there. So that was the dust was resting on his face, on his body, and then while he was on the battlefield, Lord Krishna driving Arjuna's chariot. So itas tatas chalantah kachaha kuntala. So his hairs were, moving here and there. Um, and then so the hairs were scattered and they were moving to and forth. And then Shamavari Sweta Bindrupam. And because he was also doing a lot of Shrama, Mehnat, Parishrama, because driving a chariot is not easy in the battlefield. Everywhere there's dead body, there is this, there is that. It's not even land, just like we have roads and streets now. So it's uneven. And driving a chariot on such an uneven land, you will have to drive over the dead body. So it's really a tough job. So Shamavari, so he was sweating, the Lord was sweating. So his face was being decorated by all, the dust, the hairs scattered, moving in there, and the drops of sweat. So all of this combinedly decorated, you know, even raised Krishna's face, like the beauty of Krishna's face. So, so let me attract my mind, my heart, to such form of Shri Krishna in the
I'm
battlefield.
sorry, I missed the Kuntalas
Yeah, Kachaha iti kuntala, that means the hairs,
Oh, I see. The
which
Kuntala
yeah,
is also hers. Okay.
yeah, which were moving here and there. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so we'll continue to.
So he's remembering that moment when Krishna was rushing at
Yes,
him.
yes, he was. Hmm. I mean, just imagine. We can also like just visualize how like Krishna's form is like Tamal Varanam, so beautiful. His vastra, his clothing's yellow colored and very pure, bright, and he's covered with dust. Like even the gopis in the Gopi Gita, they said, if you remember, like in the Gopi Gita, when Krishna goes to the forest, his anana, his face gets covered with dust. That's also
Yeah.
the same. So, and similar prayer there by the gopis. So, yeah, his locks of hairs and his hair scattered. He's very much, Krishna is very much engaged in the battle. So, he's sweating also.
Mhm.
We hear that the demigods don't sweat, right, in the heavens. You might have heard that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But Krishna sweats when he comes in.
Yeah, none of it is
Yeah,
even
Nara. Of course, that was like the winter season, but still, a lot of uh,
effort.
effort was put, so he was sweating. I mean, I was like, just a side point, but related to it. You know that Formula car race?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that happens in India or not, but it happens abroad, of course. So I was maybe hearing or someone was telling me that when there happens a Formula car race, so like a person who's driving that Formula car in that race, so he was saying in that interview that he loses like some kilos of weight in just one race because that takes really lot of anxiety. It's really pressure, very warm there, very hot. They're sweating like anything inside. So he was saying some kilos of weight we lose in one race, in each race. You know
Wow.
how tough the job is. So we can just imagine how like driving a chariot in such an uneven land, the battlefield, and along with the fighters like Arjuna, the Kshatriyas, the drivers, the Sarthis have to be very alert. Uh, they so they are not just drivers; they are also yodhas in a way. In a way, they have to be alert. So Krishna is also doing good, putting a lot of effort. Anyhow, we'll resume tomorrow with this. Hare
So
Krishna.
actually, tomorrow I have some service, so I can't come to class.
Oh, okay. Hare
Hare Krishna. Dhanavat Pranam.